What's a simple thing someone can do to better their life? Compliment people behind their backs. It seriously reduces the drama you have to deal with in your day-to-day life. Especially do it to co-workers. Sufficient sleep and hobbies. Have achievable short-term goals and reward yourself appropriately when you achieve them. Show up on time. People feel that their time is respected if you do, and you keep adding to your accountability and credibility bank. Drink more water. I work in the trades, never stretched, always stiff. A month ago I started stretching in the morning and before going to bed, and it has made huge difference. Just last week I was able to touch my toes with straight legs for the first in my life. Edit. Just wanted to put out there what I meant by trades is I'm a millwright/wind turbine technician. Just saw a few comments that got confused with stock trades. I'm no expert or any sort of athlete, but I found a very easy way to quickly stretch that worked for me. Currently at work, so can't reply to everyone yet, but I will go into more detail. Response. Sorry for the wait. I posted this on my way into work and didn't realize the response it would get. Going through all the comments, there is a lot more people qualified to answer than me, but I can give you a regular basic answer. 1. Stretching at first didn't help out too much because I wasn't flexible, so it felt useless until I started warming up before I stretched, which is weird because I used to think you stretch to warm up. 2. I have never done yoga, but after reading the comments I might try it out. 3. It took me 1 month to go from touching my knees and hurting to freely being able to touch my toes, but it only works if you stick with it and do it every day, which is hard because it feels like you are getting nowhere, but stick with it. 4. My routine, I did reach for my toes and hold, fail. 10 jumping jacks, walk around for a break. Repeat this 4 times every single day. Note to try and push it a little bit, but not too much because you can overstretch and make things worse. 5. It shouldn't take long to do. I never timed my stretching, I just do it when I can. I lead a group of people on my site every morning for stretches. Throughout the day I will reach for my toes. Once I get home I do a little routine before I step into the shower. 6. If you want to do a little more, 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-up, 10 sit-ups, do a bunch of small stretching. Take a short break, repeat 4 times. It takes 20 minutes, and I do this before I take a shower. I'm no expert when it comes to stretching, just a dude who want to touch my toes. Open some blinds, my dude, and let some sunshine in your house in the mornings. It always made happy. Exercise. It really helps if you're dedicated and consistent with it. Create a budget. There are so many free tools available online that it really is simple. Take a few minutes each day to monitor your spending/saving, and you'll thank yourself later. Edit. Since people are asking, I use Mint. You can set up a budget, categorize your transactions, set up alerts for when you go over, and easily track spending. There's also a premium version, but I don't know what that includes. I always use this Threads to motivate myself, and then do nothing. Be more honest, but don't be a douchebag about it. Delve into your fantasies every once in a while. As people get older, they tend to lose a lot of that spirit, which allows them to sit around thinking of amazing things. Picture some fun stuff. Picture some impossible things which, although they don't exist in the real world, do exist in your mind. Although it's important to keep a firm perspective on the real world, let yourself daydream a little. Better yet, put it down on paper. Write a little story. Draw a picture. One of the best things about humans is their ability to be creative. I think it's important to never lose that creativity. You never know, you could be sitting on an imagination which is capable of creating best-selling novels or world-class paintings. Consciously try to make someone else's day better. It will almost always make you feel better too. Declutter your living space. It's not exactly easy the first time, but when you get rid of the things you don't ever use, minus a collection, it really clears your head. Remind yourself of the good things you have. Even if it's something as simple as a roof over your head, the bed you sleep in, or the phone you use to browse Reddit with. Also, acknowledge positive things about yourself. Whether it be your hair, your style of clothing, or something you accomplished when you were younger. It sounds cheesy, but for those of us who focus more on the negative aspects of life, it does help to remind yourself that there are hidden gems in there too, and it's important to take notice of them. Eater, if you are struggling with something, it's perfectly okay to acknowledge your pain /anger /sadness etc. and allow yourself time to work through it. Reminding yourself of the positives is just to keep you from getting completely bogged down in the negativity. You need to throw out all the garbage from your head, understand what makes you unhappy, and try to change it. Don't ignore their mental health. It is everything. Be willing to give genuine apologies when you are wrong. No excuses, no justifications, just, I screwed up by doing X. I see now that it affected you this way. I should have done Y. I'm sorry. This shows that you have thought about it from their perspective, care how they feel, and want to do better by them. Apologies that start with justifications or excuses often feel hollow to the recipient. When sleep is concerned, hours aren't everything. So, proper, good quality sleep pattern is a great improvement. An exercise routine, and as much movement as one can pack in a day, as in running or walking or cycling. Reducing added sugar intake. I'm putting this instead of simply eating healthy, because eating healthy can be expensive and hard at times. Reducing added sugar intake alone would be great for your health, and it is just as easy as not eating junk food with lots of sugar in them, or stop drinking soda. And not buying something is much easier than not consuming something once it is in your kitchen. Getting up earlier than needed before work, so one has about an hour of me time to do whatever you wanna do before the rest of the world wakes up. Since I started living by the mindset it's better to look back and laugh at what you did than look back and wonder what could been. I've been more confident, happy, outgoing, and caring. Basically, talk to that cute girl, ask for help when you need it, work out, diet, help those in need, offer help, learn new things, the list goes on. If I have been feeling unproductive, I like to make a when I'm bored list. It has a mixture of fun and practical things I could be doing. Things like put a wash on, message a friend, etc. Fake it until you make it. Seriously, my boss used to doubt my ability to do anything, but I kept asking for a chance at said role I wanted. When X person quit, they finally put me into the role thinking I would fail. So for example, I went into work and decided today I'm going to be Gordon Ramsay and I'm going to run this place like kitchen nightmares. Sure enough, I just did it. Lol. Edit meant in terms of confidence boost to people getting hot-headed in comments. I don't mean lie about X career. I meant like confidence boost. People are thinking too closed-minded. Like if you trained to be an actor for years and then went into the job finally first day and were like, oh shit, how am I going to do this? I can't, I'm just a wanker. So you say, let me act like X actor would. Somehow you pulled it off, and then later it clicks that well maybe it wasn't that X actor that got the job, it was you all along. Simple things everyone can do. Take the stairs instead of an elevator or escalator. Park in the furthest spot in a parking lot to walk a little more. Pack a lunch instead of buying one. Most people eat sandwiches or salads at lunch anyway, and you'd be amazed how much you save and how controlling the ingredients will affect your mood and health. Plus it's pretty easy once you get in a routine. Swap your second or third cups of coffee for green tea. It'll still give you caffeine, just not as much, and help rehydrate you more so than coffee. Unplug for an hour before bed. You'll get to sleep faster and have deeper sleep if you turn off the screen earlier before you go to bed. Smile and be honest. Seriously, two of the easiest things ever. No one likes people who don't smile and no one likes people who lie. Spend some real alone time. Sitting by yourself, doing absolutely nothing. Just you and your mind. Alternatively but similar, start a journal to document your thoughts and feelings. Edit, since it was being mentioned a lot in the comments. Don't take my advice if you're diagnosed or think you have any sort of mental disorder. Most people with depression are from a result of bad psychology. Genetic cases of depression are rare, and you can learn self-help to get rid of your depression. Best of luck to everybody. As H.L. Mencken said, forgive a sinner and wink at a homely girl. Drink water, sleep 8 hours or as much as they personally need. Not everyone needs 8 hours of sleep to be okay. Give themselves mini pep talks to get them ready for the day and hype themselves up to do things they see as hard or not easy for them to personally do. Not judge people on their looks or their shallow personality they portray to the public. Everyone has a side to them that doesn't show in the public their true side. Also, don't try changing your voice or accent when you talk to strangers. It's annoying and doesn't help anyone.